Good morning, Paul Kennedy here. Hope all is well. Do you get a surge of adrenaline when you hear Alec Baldwin's ABC speech or Leo's I'm Not Leaving? Have you ever considered the world of financial sales? If so, I highly suggest that you listen to what I have to say. Why is my input important? Well, Paul Kennedy spent several years in the 1990s selling stocks in boiler rooms, both in Long Island and Wall Street. Since then, I have raised money for venture capitalist firms, and in 2021, I returned to Wall Street where I continue to work part-time in alternative financing. Let's start with the story that takes place on an empty plane. The steward was conversing with a few passengers. He was explaining how this was a side gig and had other dreams. If he wanted a career in the airline industry, then he would have pursued a major international carrier. Why not send in the app? Asked the passenger. The response? You don't get a job like that by sending in an application. You only get that type of job by kicking down the door. Now that doesn't apply to getting through the door for the majority of sales jobs. But that kick down the door mentality is mandatory if you want to move up the ladder. Sales is the perfect example of an industry where you're either moving forwards or back, so here are some basic qualities that are needed to become successful in sales. Number 1, first one in, last one out. Yes, this is from those all-important columns of structure and act as a great way to make a first impression and hold a personal standard. Just make sure you are working as opposed to getting involved in social time. Number 2, product knowledge. You will never be able to maximize your sales income if you don't know the product inside out. This allows you to have professional conversations while holding a strong posture with your clients as opposed to sounding like an info commercial salesman creating false pressure for a desperate close. Number 3, push your way up the ladder. Sales is a predatory world where greedy team leaders will milk you as opposed to granting an earned promotion. By following the first 2 rules, you will put yourself on the fast track to the next level. Don't be afraid to verbalize your value and commitment to justify the demand for advancement. Number 4, ability to handle rejection. A friend told me the path to a jiu-jitsu black belt is tapping 1,000,000 times. I say the path to sales success is getting rejected 1,000,000 times. You can either crumble or understand that each hang-up is one call closer to your next close. Number 5, last but not least, as this applies to all life in general, believe nothing you hear and half of what you see. Common rules known to my generation, but it seems to be all but forgotten these days. Everyone has a story and an excuse. Don't get caught up in office politics. Keep a separate world for some peace of mind. Well, that's it for now. Thanks for watching, and best of luck for those taking the plunge.